Worldcon is a complete cluster again. I love making fun of these people because they are so incompetent. They have really torched their entire science fiction fandom scene to the point where it's just dead in the water. And they are eating their own at this point in an attempt to, I guess, make the circle even smaller. This is the ultimate Mean Girls Club. These people in science fiction, in publishing, in the authors, in the I guess few fans that remain at these things, are so insular. They are so socially inept, and they're so hateful and angry at everybody in the world that it's just controversy after controversy. Now, it's really funny because they're already going around, and a lot of posts on Blue Sky are saying that Glasgow 2024 is a super spreader event. So it's maybe better that these people got banned and cannot attend. But everybody's catching COVID there. Pretty funny stuff. And they're all complaining about it, which is just more par for the course of these disastrous conventions. All right, my name's John Delarose, everybody. I am a science fiction author, and I write beautiful books that are just contrary to what's going on in the mainstream. We bring back action, adventure, fun again, and stuff that you haven't seen in years, and this is something that you'll absolutely love if you've not checked it out already. The Hidden Emperor graphic novel on Kickstarter right now. Back this and support us. We're almost to 25,000. We can get there today with your help, and thank you guys so much for supporting and reading real science fiction. My books get great reviews, and it's all because of you, and I appreciate it a lot that we got this far so far. All right. So Worldcon, of course, is in an interesting spot. They really never pre-ban anybody from their conventions. I was the first person who got pre-banned from a convention since the 1960s. And when they banned me, they went on their website and libeled me a racist bully. They attacked me, maligned me, all because they knew that I'm a conservative and a Christian. Now, that is the most heinous threat you could possibly be. Remember, these people give awards to people like Neil Gaiman, who's now apparently had an open secret in this whole industry for decades that everybody knew about, down to the Clarion workshops and more. And yet he's been allowed to attend because he's got the right politics, right? Samuel Delaney always attends, wins awards from these people, is a member of NAMBLA, the National Man-Boy Love Association, regularly talks about gross things in that regard. You can follow that rabbit hole. Celebrated and allowed to attend. But if you are a conservative Christian, you are the most evil, scariest person out there. They can't even talk to you because they're so scared to have their diversity worldviews challenged that they can't allow a diverse opinion. This is who these people are at this point. And so watching them eat their own like this is really, really funny. Now, I'll get into some of the controversies from the Hugo Awards last year's, where it was in China, and the Chinese government actually interfered with the Hugo Awards because they didn't want certain anti-Chinese things stated or whatnot. And what happened was all these people were compliant with it, and then half the fandom there complained about it, half the fandom there fought for it, because they, where do you draw the line with diversity? Are the Chinese diverse enough, or are they not? I don't know. The goalposts always move with these people. But the people who were in charge last year got banned from even attending now in such a weird move. So Glasgow 2024 has told Chengdu Worldcon co-chair Ben Yallow and Chengdu Worldcon Hugo administrator Dave McCarty they will not be allowed to attend the convention. McCarty says he did not receive an explanation why. Yallow says he did not request an explanation why. So very interesting at this point. No explanations given, just going up there. So Yallow said, I was told by the Glasgow committee that they would not permit me to attend the convention in person. I had all of the monies that I had paid returned to me. Interesting. Asked what explanation he was given for the decision, who communicated with him, he replied, it came from the vice chair. I did not ask for an explanation since I accept that's within the power we grant Worldcon committees. So they're trying to play good boy with this stuff, even as they're getting banned and ostracized from the community. All these people did this for their little clout structures because they don't get anything out of this other than that within fandom. And once it's ripped away from them, they try to give virtue signal that, they have the power to do that. They can ban whoever they want. And really, that's an effort to keep out conservative Christians because they know that they want to be able to keep people like me out just for existing, and reporting on the news and science fiction. And they want to make sure that power is not questioned. among those who are in the Mean Girls circle, right? It's really ridiculous. But this guy's banned now. He ran the Worldcon last year, and now he's banned. Dave McCarty ran the Hugo Awards, and he told a listserv of the former Worldcon chairs that Glasgow 2024 notified him they are refunding his attending upgrade and will not sell him a virtual membership. McCarty says this was done without explanation or any prior contact on this topic, and questions about it were not answered. Of course they won't answer, and the reason they won't answer is me. Once they actually posted about it publicly, and they told the reason why, quote, racist bullying, I had an opportunity to then sue them because they defamed me. And the reason that they kept me out, they didn't have a reason. There was no safety threats. They didn't have any real problems. It was all fake stuff they made up because of their own internet drama, because they can't be diverse and inclusive. That's really what it is. Everybody who cheers for diversity and inclusivity cannot be diverse and inclusive. It is the opposite of what they want, is diversity and inclusivity. They had to say something because they had to make a political point out of it. And I sued them. It cost them over $130,000. They were forced to publicly apologize to me. So even though they succeeded in blacklisting me from the industry, they took their lumps for it. I hope it was worth it. Now they won't say anything, is what it comes down to, because they know if they say anything, they'll get in big trouble, and they won't be able to back up anything that they're saying. So Glasgow 2024, Worldcon for Our Futures believes and respects everyone's right to privacy. Various sections of applicable Scottish and international law, including the UK's General Data Protection Regulation, legally limit what we may disclose. To maintain our commitment to individual privacy and confidentiality, we cannot discuss any person's membership status or attendance. This is literally because of my lawsuit. They're scared. They still want to act like bad people and just go out there and just ban people, ruin them. But now they have to do it. Now they're going to do it without explanation, because explaining is what got them into trouble. And so they haven't learned their lesson. The lesson they should have learned is, hey, maybe we should be a little more transparent. Maybe we shouldn't just harass people out of the convention spaces because, we don't like them. Dave McCarty's a pariah now because of the way he ran the Hugo Awards. The other person's a pariah now because he ran Chengdu, which was an abject failure. That's the real reason, and it's not a good reason to ban people, and they know it. They would have a bunch of egg on their face. Now, there is something about Dave McCarty, which I'll get into, but again, it's not substantiated, so who knows? Because all these people are just shrieking harpies, and that's how they act. So they've got no explanation. Glasgow's not going to. UK EasterCon refused membership to McCarty, placed unspecified restrictions on Yellow while he was there already. File 770 has tried to learn whether Glasgow 2024 intended to take actions of its own or simply planned to allow the pair to attend as expected. So this is kind of wild that this is happening. The Worldcon Intellectual Property Association has censured directors, including McCarty and Yellow, and so it seems like he was censured for his public comments which have led to harm or goodwill of value of our marks, and for actions of the Hugo administration community of the Chengdu Worldcon that he's presided for. Listen to the way these people talk. I mean, they act like they're like the freaking United Nations or something like that, when it's just supposed to be people enjoying Star Trek or Doctor Who and different science fiction books like The Hidden Emperor, of course. And you can't just like have fun and talk about things. It's not a serious thing. It shouldn't be, but they treat it like it's life or death, who gets to be in the club or who doesn't. And that's why things are continually shrinking. I mean, if you look at like attendance, it keeps going down. People don't really care about Worldcon anymore. They've destroyed their own convention. But the little serial clout-chasing ankle biters are way on top of this. And so Paul Weimer, Barnes & Noble reviewer, who works for a hate website called File 770, doesn't get any money off of it. He's just a clout chaser again, who's done nothing, accomplished nothing. He was actually accused of some weird situations with it's an LGBTQ plus situation, and the plus stands for one thing, which we're getting around YouTube censors here. Yes, I've seen some of the stuff he's done, and it's ugly. But he's allowed at the convention. In fact, he's going to help gatekeep the people out. He says, I've heard from trusted sources that Dave McCarty, he who could not tell Tibet from Nepal, is lurking. And apparently can't fix the Hugo Award statues worth crap either now. So somebody like not being able to tell Tibet from Nepal is I guess ban-worthy? Is that the reason he's banned? That's pretty stupid. and like grew around Worldcon. So then they say there's pictures of him in yellow at the registration desk in case they try anything. So they're so scared of like people showing up who are just not on the woke committee or whatnot. That I mean they clout chase online about how they're allowed and the other guys aren't. I mean, this is so sad. This is middle school bullying BS. And I don't know any of these guys, McCarty or Yallo or whatever. But what happens is you run afoul of them for whatever reason, and it seems like they just ran the convention badly last year, and they're on top of it. Now, McCarty did get hit with sexual assault allegations last year. I don't know if it's true because it's just a weird shrieking harpy on here on Blue Sky saying Dave McCarty is emotionally abusive, generally manipulative, and has sexually harassed myself and numerous others. And there it is. So maybe it's revolving around this, but I don't know what this Yallo guy did. I've never seen anything like that before. It just seems like a complete cluster, and you could see just these people are just drama. They're worthless, and these conventions are dated. I'm going to get more people watching this video right here than people will watch any panel at the Glasgow 2024 convention at all. And so we have more influence. We are the real fandom now. This is the real convention. This is the real place to discuss, and you're welcome here. Everybody's here, welcome here. We're diverse and inclusive for real. You can leave a comment down below, even if you're Paul Weimer, that guy at convention. I'll say hi. I'm not scared of you. Leave a comment, hit the like and subscribe button, my friends. Make sure to check out Real Science Fiction. If you want to bring back fun again, send a signal. This is it right now. The Hidden Emperor graphic novel. This is what we got to rally behind. Let's get us to 25,000. Thank you guys so much for the tremendous support so far. We'll be back soon.